probably handle it the same way I handled that other spider. I Febrezed it to death. Just
I
point
really
it
need
at Febreze until it
I need
stopped.
Wolfram to just take like fucking Listerine or like medical antiseptic and just kind of and I mean he
Whoa.
would die. He would die in that moment.
But he would have died doing what he loved.
Disinfecting.
Cleaning.
Disinfecting a metastasized mass. My understanding is that Shoggoths are essentially permanent stem cells that can just change themselves to be what they need as the situation demands it.
Goals.
Oh, hi.
I was trying to shift some stuff around. Oh god, it's so funny. I might have to turn some more light on. I think it's having a hard time tracking my face.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It looks
Hello.
like she's playing coy.
We're back.
Back in action.
It's been a while.
That
None
it
of
has.
us remember what happened. I'm
Speak
just
for
kidding.
yourself. I remember perfectly.
I'm just kidding.
I
You can
know
do the recap.
everything. Yes.
Let's
Recap.
hear
Once
it.
upon
Woo!
a time, in a land far, far away, there were 4 people. Oh
Ish.
shit! Hang on. They're,
People-ish.
Yeah, they're people adjacent.
Well, we're not humans, but we are people.
We have agency.
We're monsters.
Yeah, we are the Monstars. And then we challenged the Looney Tunes to a basketball game.
Mhm.
No,
They don't
so
stand a chance.
we are.
I get to be the blue one.
We are traveling along through the world. We were discovering mutated forms of beasts and creatures, bringing ruin and terror across the land until we eventually made our way to the Keep, a sort of city nestled in the mountains, run by the Keeper, a incredibly powerful, smaller, fairy-like woman. And we took on a job from her to hunt down a hell moose, a 2-story tall moose, which we did with relative ease. Well, we did get hurt, but you know, it's not without cost. We returned, and we have made our we're kind of officially a part of the town of the Keep now. We are their official monster hunters in some capacity. We have our companion Bread, Bread the Cave Twink. There was some talk of helping Bread return or travel to where he's supposed to be, among other things. We each have little side quests that we can do. Also, there's a baby.
Not an actual like people baby, but is puppy. Is
Yeah,
lizard puppy.
There's a fish puppy.
Yeah.
A hush puppy. Never mind.
It's not a hush puppy for long. I'm trying to teach it how to speak.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's gonna be a loud puppy.
It's gonna be a Scooby-Doo.
We adopted a plesiosaur, let's be honest.
It's a Leopleurodon.
And it's magical too.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think that's the basic gist of it.
Oh, it's like that galloping crocodile, really. That Bane showed me the other day, to my horror.
I didn't think it had legs.
It has 6 legs.
Oh.
Even better for galloping.
I don't know if that checks out. I don't know the logistics of galloping, if that works better with...
Let me check with the horse expert.
I just fully expect you to just open a window and just yell, "Hey!"
No.
Ask her about Sleipnir while you're at it.
About Sleipnir? What about Sleipnir?
How,
Got 8 legs.
how's that work? Yeah.
Like fucking magnets.
Yeah.
Keep going. I have to message her, so this is gonna be a while.
Okay. Anyway, are you guys ready to rock and roll for the evening?
Yes.
Yeah. Other than Fyodor does is really quick. Hey, Dukagon, we got to get like a plan B in case my warlock magic eats me. So we would put that together. But other than that,
Yeah.
and that doesn't have to happen on screen.
No, but that does bring me to the start of our new arc with my usual rambling of information before I throw you all to the metaphorical and literal wolves. So,
Yay.
yay! You guys have taken this last week to kind of get prepared. You have accepted they are going to be building a new home for you, and you have decided in that time now would be when you can continue to travel south to try to bring bread back home. As you spent this last week kind of getting prepared, you're both getting rations and stuff situated, getting things sharpened, getting stuff situated, going to the library and doing the research that you need to do for the time that you won't be here. You did talk with our beloved undead dragon Peter.
Yes.
And because you were not entirely sure where exactly it was that Bread is needing to go, what he was telling you, not the most helpful of information. However, you have figured out, because he just kept talking about going back to where it was warm. And you guys, when you mentioned this to Peter that you guys would be going and you're just going to kind of head south and hope, because you're not sure where exactly he was supposed to go, Peter did tell you and show you on the map that there is one place that does not get cold.
A volcano.
No. He said that there is in the forest that is about, but you can see it on the map that I still haven't finished, but it's on there. Where did it go? Southwest. I had to think about it. There is a large forest that seems to sprawl, and there's a path that goes between the mountains of the Bed of Nails and this forest. And he points to this large tree illustrated to the far side of it, and he tells you that this is Last Man Standing. Nobody has been there for as long as the keep has stood. But it is said that their winter never comes. It is an eternal summer. He said that is the only place that he can think of that is always warm.
That's pretty wild if no one's ever been there, but he comes from there.
Well, no one's been there in a while from the keep specifically, right? Like nobody from the keep has ever visited?
In the time that he has lived with the keep that is built around him, he has not met anyone who has been from there. People have tried, but nobody has been like, hey, I've been there.
Oh.
Right, we could have like an Atlantis situation on our hands.
Does he say why? Like, people have tried and just never come back, or no one's tried, or does he give any inclination of like...
He said he's not sure if it's because people are going and not able to leave, or it is people are not able to make the trek. But there has not been anyone who has been able to claim that they have in fact been there and come back. But he says before the keep was built, there had been a rumor going around about essentially a feral clan of druids had taken up residence. But it has been a couple hundred years since he's heard anything about it.
Nice.
Do we know how old the keep is?
The keep, if I remember, I think it was 200 years old, give or take a couple years.
Okay.
I should have that document open because I'm DMing and I need that information, but I didn't get it
It's
open.
all good. All good. Yeah, I mean that sounds like as good a place to start as any. Are there any like major settlements around the I'm sorry, what was it called?
Last man standing.
Last man standing. Are there any like settlements kind of nearby or what's the closest reference for us?
There's a city on the coast north of this large expanse of a forest, and on the south end within the forest, just a little, not quite reaching all the way in, there is a logging town that's down that way. But you don't know of anything that goes too far into the forest. People tend to steer clear.
So then, yeah, our best bet would probably be to go to the coastal town, collect supplies, and then down to the logging town, kind of, get some local intel on the forest itself from those who live closest to it, and then trek down into it if that is the course we want to go.
Well, I just knocked half the stuff off my desk.
What do you guys
Anyway.
think?
Works for me.
It is an intriguing mystery and does seem like the correct path based on what little we know.
You guys gonna head to that coastal town?
I'm with you
Yes.
either way.
About how can we gay or with my cartographer skills?
I was like, knowing all of you, you all always gay. So
I think we can gay.
With my cartographer's tools, can I figure out about how long it'll take to make this trek per part?
to get to the city itself, it shouldn't take it. You were halfway there when you went out on the moose hunt. It is directly west of you to the coast.
Okay, so probably like a week.
This forest is not small.
Yeah.
It would take you several weeks to get from the top to the bottom.
Okay. And the last man standing is kind of in the middle of it.
Show you with my magic. I said I was ready as I'll ever be, and I never said that was totally ready.
100%.
It's just as much as I'll ever be. I was like, because I know it's on the map that I have sent you guys. And I can point it out to you. Open sesame. Okay. What? Where's my roadmap? There it is.
Boodling.
Yep. Where did it go? So, yeah, no, I really didn't finish this.
Still loading for me.
Same.
Yeah, same.
Open.
Goodbye, stream.
There we go. There we go.
Uh-oh.
God is dead. God is dead.
We already knew that.
Is that
Welcome back.
large tree in the middle of the forest? Hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Discord
back.
restarted on me.
What was that about a large tree?
So,
Aha!
this is the forest. Motherfuck, come back. You're here at the keep,
Yes.
if you guys can see it.
Uh-huh.
This is the town on the coast, so it's not far from you. The forest takes up all of this. This big tree here is last man standing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, it's a large forest.
What's the
Okay.
doggo?
Those are trading posts.
Oh, hell
That's where
yeah.
the male pups will stop and restock.
Cool. So then, yeah, if we like start at the keep
'Cause
and
this
we
is where you
go to
guys
the
were.
fish. Sweet. So we go to the fish, and then we go to the dog, and then we go to the log, and then we go to the tree.
Where is the log?
The log, I assume, is somewhere in the forest.
There's the city for it. It isn't here. Like, it's down here at the very bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, like, if you were to avoid the forest, you would have to go the whole way around.
Oh, okay. Never
It's not
mind then.
small.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we go to the fish, then the dog, and then just take that to the down to the. I thought the logging village was on our way. My bad.
No, it's on the bottom side of the forest.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah, we'll just I guess into this this big clearing, like how the forest is like a horseshoe. If we go
Yeah.
into the horseshoe and then cut through that way.
Well, like, sketch-wise, the forest is this.
Oh, okay. Is all
And
of
here
that.
in the
Okay.
center is actually a lake.
Fun. You can go for a
Yeah,
swim.
it's a donut forest. I just
I love
realized.
that. I love Donut
Yeah.
Forest.
Me too.
What is the forest called? Is it called Donut Forest? It doesn't have to have a name yet.
It's fine. It's like, it is mostly referred to as last man standing.
Okay.
Is the forest itself. However, that usually refers to the tree specifically, because it appears to be a normal forest except for that one, that tree which you can see from the mountains towering over the rest is a tree from the old world that has been here longer than most people can remember.
Nice.
It's kind of
Super
like if
cool.
you were to go into a forest here in Tennessee and there would just be one big redwood right in it. Like, it
The
would just
fuck?
tower over everything else.
Damn.
Rad. Okay, then yeah, I guess fish, dog, and then just. Well, okay. So here's the other thing we could do: fish, dog, and then go to the coast and just follow the coast down. Instead of trekking all the way down through the forest, we could just take the coastline and then jut into the forest like that. We could do that.
Yeah.
What do you guys
That's
think?
true.
I
Is there
trust
a
your
road
judgment.
system of any kind that we would be able to utilize better in either direction?
There is
Because we do have a cart that has
Yeah.
to.
Oh, that's
there's
true.
a well-established route that kind of goes between the major ones, and it goes around the outside of outside of it. However, you do know, with this being a coastal city, there's a lot of fishing and boats, and they will send boat trades down that coast to here, but they
So we
won't.
could
There's not really a
ferry.
road.
We could ferry a ferry.
A vessel. Charter a vessel.
We could charter a ferry and ferry a charter. I mean, it would have to be big enough for all our shit. So it'd have to be a pretty big boat.
You could
Well, I
probably
could
buy
al-
your way onto a merchant ship.
Or leave the cart and the horse in the fishing town.
I mean, if there's somebody there who we can leave this stuff with. Because I mean, because what do we have that we can't? Sorry, what do we have that Fyodor couldn't carry? That we would need the cart past that point. Like, is there anything that we need the cart for other than we don't want to carry all of our stuff all the time?
It might be obnoxious to have to carry the barrel of water for the baby.
Did we not get a wearable, like a papoose situation going on with that? Like a
The baby
like a,
wears a charm now.
They
the
have
baby
Oh, that's
wears
right.
a charm now.
The baby
They
does
have-
wear a charm now.
Yeah, they have a collar of air breathing because they normally couldn't spend too long out of the water.
Okay,
But now
perfect.
they can.
Oh well, then
Perfect.
yeah, sick.
The baby's a papoose.
Then yeah, we'll just have to trust Ivan to not get eaten by fishermen.
I feel like the baby like clings to me. Lizard
I
style.
feel like with how rapidly it's growing,
Pretty soon it'll
that might
just
get
be on the
difficult
yeah.
pretty soon. Yeah,
It'll eventually get big enough that it'll just have to walk on the ground next to me.
and then you can ride it as a mount.
Maybe someday. Maybe.
I mean, the full-grown one was big enough to almost eat one of us, right?
That's true.
More
So
than
you're
big
gonna
enough.
just
Have
have
you
a.
seen the size of me?
I was like, you would have taken 2 bites.
Oh yeah, Fyodor could eat
Fyodor.
Zarkra.
See, Fyodor, you'd have to go down in 2 bites, but the rest of you, one is fine.
Yeah, this is literally just you're just playing Ark again, Amos.
Yeah, there's a
backwards.
reoccurring theme. I really love dinosaurs, apparently.
Dinosaurs are good.
They are. They're awesome.
So yeah, Amos has tamed a fucking six-legged dinosaur that will eventually be usable as a mount, but we have to like take it on walks and like raise it and stuff. So, all right, cool. Then yeah, I'm down for the ship section.
Ladies,
Hell, if it gets big enough, we just ride it. We just camp out for the next 5 years while we wait for it to get fully grown and.
First you kill its mother, now you're enslaving it? Alright.
Hey, it's not slavery if it's an animal.
that's rough. That's rough.
That's called domestication.
Actively trying to teach it to speak and be coherent and have thoughts.
These are two separate people. I am not doing any of that. I'm treating an animal like an animal.
Zarkra and Lilia, how do you all feel about taking a ship down the coast?
Yeah.
Totally okay by me. Yeah,
Li-
as long as, like you said, it can fit our, animals. Because this discussion reminded me that we have Domino.
Yeah, but Domino, you can
Shouldn't be
just
a
like
problem.
poof and like resummon, right?
I have to cast the spell again,
Oh,
so
yeah.
it takes like 10 minutes. But
And a slot.
hypothetically, yeah, and a slot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like a familiar. It's intended to be like call it once.
You can't ritual cast, can you?
Correct.
Because you're a half caster.
Okay, that's fine. We can find a big enough ship. We made some money.
Yeah.
Did we? I forget. Did we get paid?
I don't think I ever gave you guys the number for it, but she did.
Okay,
Or
that's
no,
what.
that was the deal. Is instead of money, you guys wanted a house there.
Yeah, because we don't buy things. This is the first city that we've actually tried to exchange for purchasable goods.
Nope, you bought food and your hook at the one fishing town that's actually over here. That's where the little girl died. That's the fishing place that you got your little buddy.
Such
That's
lovely
our
landmarks.
Yep, and you're in that. That is where you guys came from. Is in there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I like that our lake also has a Loch Ness monster.
And that was Lilia's house. It was just a was.
Dan.
What's that hole
Which one?
in the sea?
Don't worry about it. It's on the map, but don't worry about it.
Oh no, the world is leaking.
Hey, Dane, I'm gonna worry about it.
Yeah, it's on every map that every map of this island continent whatchamahabs you. It's like anyway. But yeah, no, you don't know. But
We're
it's
just
on the
gonna
maps.
pass. Fyodor fully just believes that that's someone who made the first map just like spilled, like they accidentally caught it on fire, and they were too proud to admit that the hole in their map wasn't intentional. So they're like, no, no, there's a mysterious lake hole.
Ugh.
Oh, wait, cool.
Lilia, you don't have any problems with the boat?
I'm trying to think. Has Lilia
Can
been
you
on a
sail it?
boat like before?
Probably
Huh?
not.
Last you remember being on a boat as after your monastery burned out and you all got on boats to escape the flames.
Right. That was the first time she's been on a boat.
Yeah.
Oh no. Um she very stiffly like
You've seen
kind
shit,
of
so
gripping the
you had
baby
not
is like yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Like
It's fine.
you had not sailed before, but you have seen and been on boats because you did still trade for goods, though it usually came from, here.
Okay, yeah.
You have not sailed on one, but you have seen them before.
She's nervous, but she's trying to be positive.
Nice. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
There goes.
All right. Let me roll a thing. And then we'll get going. Oh, and that orange dice just looks blood.
Nice.
Oh, ready to go?
Yes.
You know where you're headed? You ready to rock and roll? So you guys are leaving. You guys are going to be carrying your stuff, or are you taking the cart, horse?
We'll take Ivan in the cart for the first leg of it, at least, right?
Yeah, and then if we need to leave the cart and Ivan behind, with a caretaker or something in the fishing village, I think that's fine. And then Domino, if we just need space for us and Domino, and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
That's 5 people in a spectral horse. I think that's
It's
and a small baby dinosaur. It's fine.
Is
just
Domino a
one
horse?
baby dinosaur.
He's a mini moose. Well,
It's
mini
That's
compared to
basically,
the one we fought.
it looks like a snow and ice version of a Hellions moose.
Yes.
Mm. Hellion Smooth froze over.
Mm.
Nice.
Tally ho!
Let's do
Onward!
this.
I've lost my pen. Oh well. I'm not going to go into too much on the trek itself. It does like you don't really have anybody that's bothering you, especially considering everything that you'll pass a caravan every now and again that you recognize as merchants that come and go through the city that you've seen from time to time come through the gates to the keep. Sometimes they'll leave. It's a familiar sight, but you don't really run into any trouble. Nothing seems to bother you. It's fairly peaceful. And
Disappointing.
well, do you want me to
Not
make it
you.
less peaceful? I can do that.
No.
The dice said it was peaceful. I can change that.
So that's the Duke of God. Duke of God is always just like, like just tweaking for something. What the fuck was that?
Fungus explosion.
It's my emotes thing. There.
Your emotes.
God, I
Just
thought the back of her head is just exploding.
Wait, those
It's
are not
awesome.
what are those?
They're actually my emotes. They're in enemies. People type like
Oh.
if you say the word like love in my chat or something, or different things make different things, or I can just make it happen, which I like to just do sometimes because it's fun.
Much.
Mushrooms.
Um, I hate to keep asking. I'm just curious. Is there a name for this village that we're going to?
Of course not.
No, it's all good.
I've named the big major cities, and I haven't gotten to some of the smaller ones.
All good.
That one
all
being
good.
one of it.
How
All good.
mysterious.
It's kind of like that other one where you're like, no, it's a little fishing. This is bigger, like it's a bigger merchant kind of town, but it's not like a sprawling city that the keep is becoming.
Yeah, they may not even have a name. It's just a bunch of people in a place. Cool.
A place only needs a name if you have people come and go. Otherwise, it's just home.
Though I will say this, that while this place is not familiar to any of your characters, it is a familiar place to the players.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh shit.
Yeah. You as players will know.
Some of us.
Most of you anyway.
Amos was not in the one shot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. But that's
oh.
There we
Oh
go.
man,
it was the delayed realization.
I want to
Took me
fight
a
Rabbit
second.
Batman so much.
I definitely
Yeah.
want nothing less than to meet Khaki Bug Man. Sorry. So for context, we did a one shot, which was like a meanwhile, and it was in this village, and we were a rabbit Batman. I was literally a junk dealer who was also an insect man, and Celeste was. Oh, you were the
I was an artificer. I made
your own prosthetics.
yeah, I made sort of a powered mobility suit that could shoot lightning a little bit.
Yes. We all had a time. And then we
Yeah.
stopped existing.
Yeah.
But we don't know any of that in character, so.
No, no, you don't. You don't know what's gone down here. You have no idea. I am glad to bring it back to that though, because that's fun. I knew where it was, and I wasn't sure if / when you guys would ever wander over there. But as you guys
I'm
start
very good.
walking up, you like you start kind of leaving that like tundra kind of sparse forest that you guys had been traveling in closer to the north, as well as when you went and fought the Hellion Moose. And it starts to feel a little bit warmer as you get to the coast, and not in that, oh, it's warmer here. It's just, that water comes in, there's less snow. It's just, you do start to get that smell of the salt before you can see the water, though. Like as that city comes in, you're like, oh yeah, no, that's definitely salt and fish. It's bigger than you expected it to be, considering the marking on the map. However, a lot of the buildings that you see that are toward the edge are older, but as they get in, it does look like there's a lot of construction going on building the place up. But as you kind of walk through the streets, you're kind of, kind of shuttling past, trying to figure out like where you are, where you're at, where you need to be going. You do see kind of off to one side, like you can kind of see the different stalls in like a marketplace, and there are these large buildings back behind them that appear to be under construction, but not in the, oh, we're getting bigger, and that something has come through and it's suffered a lot of damage and they're trying to repair it.
Oh.
Okay.
Um, with kind of a glance at it, can we discern anything on the nature of what caused the damage?
You can roll me an investigation.
Is this something I would be able to apply my Blood Hunter, Fey Fiend, etc. to?
Not at this distance.
19.
Less than that.
As you kind of like you kind of slow down your pace and try to get a better look at it, and they've got the scaffolding and stuff, and like they've been working on it at least for a couple days now, starting to get some of it like replaced and built. But you do realize at a closer look that it doesn't look like, oh, there was a storm and it's like caused damage and caved in. It looks like the damage went out, like something crashed or broke out of this. It almost like it looks like when you kind of turn the corner and get a better look at the other side of it, it kind of looks like a warehouse, like a big warehouse building.
Okay.
Huh. This seems fucked a little.
5 gold says it's one of our monsters.
I do not have that much left. I spent it on this fucking fish hook.
Okay, I
I'm
don't see that.
sure.
I was going to say, we did not get paid for anything we have done in the last
You got
ever.
paid in housing.
We got paid in a house. You cannot buy goods with a house. I assume. I've never had one before.
Oh man.
I'm sure I don't need to tell you to be on alert, so
But you're going to anyway, and it is why we appreciate you.
it is a lot of damage.
You kind of store that in the back of your minds. You're kind of standing on it a little bit, like keeping an eye out, not sure. You assume with everything going on that it probably not still around, but you also don't know what it was or what caused it really. So you're kind of, and you keep walking, and you do start to see like there is a large inn down closer to the docks, and you do finally see it is sticking up past the like some of the buildings and houses. There's like the butcher and different stores, and also a couple of just like townhouses and things. You start to see the masts of the merchant ships over on the water, and as you guys start heading towards the docks. Do you want to go to the docks, or are you wanting to stop somewhere? And I don't know if you're wanting to stop, if you're wanting to go investigate, or if you guys are kind of set on we need to procure a vessel.
I mean, if we're headed that way anyway, there's no harm in figuring out if this also happens to have clues.
Right, we're not in a major rush here for.
Yeah, we're just getting Brett home, and he hasn't been there in a while.
Yeah, I don't think it can hurt to sort of shop around for info. I'm for it.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. So you guys
Yes.
start walking down. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was so delayed.
I was muted.
I was wondering.
All right. My bad.
Fantastic. So you guys continue to head on down, and you manage to get past, and you do see this. It starts to sprawl out into the docks. The different, you know, piers going down. With some of them have smaller vessels that look like they're probably fishing ships, where they come out and go, but they don't go too far out. They're typically fishing the coast, and then you see further down with a lot of different race people are coming, like they're carrying big boxes off these huge merchant ships. There's a dwarf with a thick, really messy beard. Like you see it, it's got like fish hooks stuck in it and things like that. And he's barking orders like, no, the left, you idiot, left, and he's off the pier. God, no, you put that over there. Do you have a permit to be part? Back the boat up. And he's just barking at everybody. He just seems kind of grumpy.
Well,
But everyone else seems to be busy moving.
the last time we had met a fishing village professional under duress, he was an asshole Triton. So hopefully this one goes better. I would hate to start developing a prejudice against coastal living. Wait, no, this would be the third one. Everyone back home is technically also coastal. Sort of. Do
They're
lakes
close to
count
the-
as coasts?
No,
Don't
unless
think
they're
so.
big enough. I don't think. I don't think so. That's not really. I think a coast is defined by like next to an ocean, not necessarily a body of water.
This was Fyodor asking, but yeah.
Oh.
Fyodor doesn't know. He doesn't have He doesn't have cartography skills.
The coast, also known as the coastline or seashore, is defined as the area where land meets the ocean.
Excellent. I mean, fuck them too, though. So I feel like there is a level of disorganization here that might get in the way of us chartering a vessel. But we will see. That one man appears to be single-handedly in charge of everything that is happening.
Who wants to go talk to him?
Well, which one of us
Possibly
can be
our
likable?
yes, least abrasive person is what I was going to suggest.
Ikugan
Those
looks at
goes-
Lilia.
Everyone looks at Lilia.
Correct.
As you guys are talking and discussing, standing at the edge of the docks, trying to figure out who's gonna be the
I mean, we stand out of the
unwilling.
way.
You do hear a woman's voice. She goes, "Hey, hey, hey! Excuse me, are you gonna pay for this?" And as you kind of look, you turn around, you realize that your little faux dragon is stealing this woman's fish off of her stand at the edge of the dock. Like, "Hi,
Oh, Win-
Damn it.
Aww.
Winnie, no, no, Winnie, no. You can't. We have to pay for that. You can't just take the fish. She's like wrestling it. I'm trying to wrestle it out of Winnie's mouth.
kids, am I right?"
Well,
I'm
I
sorry.
would not know.
They've never done anything like that. Getting to
That
be
is
out.
factually false.
Well, I mean, usually they're in a barrel, not just walking around grabbing
This
Heard
is
it's
true.
easier that way.
Yeah, I have a lot harder time stealing when I am in a barrel as well.
I don't recognize you folks. I usually know all the people that come around near this stand, but you folks new in town? You just come off a boat?
No,
You
we
walk
just
in
came
from
off
the-
of a horse. We're from the keep.
Hey, we got quite a few that come in through this way.
Yeah, we live there now.
So what brings y'all out this way? Brings y'all over here on my side of town?
We have to take the elf back to the forest.
Well, the forest is south, but I wouldn't recommend it.
That is what we have been told, yes.
Why
What do you
specifically
know?
would you recommend
Yes.
against it?
That.
Yeah, well, we've had a couple try and go down that way because faster as the raven flies, and all these knuckleheads keep running around going, "Well, I gotta sell this," and they never come back. And that's doesn't bother me too much. They already bought the fish, so that's their problem.
Mm.
But I usually don't see them around too often when they try to make that trek. I'm trying to cut off a couple days.
Well, those knuckleheads, I suppose, would be us.
Yeah.
We are headed for Last Man Stand.
You're heading directly to the.
To the big
That
tree. That.
is where elf comes from. His name is
Well,
Bread.
maybe. It is maybe where he comes from. It is our lead.
You sure about that? He's a little scrawny to be coming out from that.
We are not sure of anything right now.
We found him in the ice and snow, so presumably he is just hungry.
We picked him up in the woods.
Ah,
We're really not selling this very well. I'm surprised you're still talking to us. Thank you.
to be honest, I'm hoping you'll take a fish and walk off. But I mostly just want the coin you owe me for the one your dog took. It's a funny
You're
looking
very
dog.
polite. You're very polite. How much is a fish?
It's just a silver.
Jesus.
Let's see. I have mutated honey. I have a giant fish
I have a
hook.
silver. I have a silver.
Oh,
I don't know if I have any money. Yeah, I
You're
don't think.
acolyte. You're an
Yeah.
acolyte. You
Lilia,
live communally.
Lilia doesn't
I
have
have
any
some.
money.
All of Lily's
I
possessions
have-
burned down.
I have carnivorous bile. I do not know the value of that on a market standpoint.
I have a bit
Lilia
of
said,
money.
I spent the silver for the fish. I was gonna buy two, but
Okay.
that's too high a price for Dukagon.
Well, you
"Wait,
still,
I can work
you
it off.
still have most of it. Did you say
I'll
what did you?
work for it. I'll work for it. My friends don't have to pay for it. I should have been paying attention."
I thought you said I can lick it off, and I'm like, what do you mean?
No, I think
What
Franklin
are
already
you
The
took.
debt.
doing?
But he already took care of that. It's
Really, it just
fine.
became a very different kind of cat girl.
Wash it off. Here, 5-second rule. It's just
We've been having
venomous
an issue.
slobber. No, I'm just kidding. I know it's not venomous.
We've been having an issue. There's not a lot of fish out here to catch at the moment, so it's kind of driven the prices up. But gotta make a living somehow. Gotta sell what we do got.
Mm.
Sure, if you say so.
We are three-fourths of us are communally living.
We don't understand your bourgeois ways.
I thought you were from the keep.
Like as of like a few days ago.
Our house is still being built.
Fair enough. A lot of people moving in over there these days. I saw you were looking over at the Johnny over there.
He seems very distressed, and also like the kind of person who could let us charter a ship.
He tends to kind of run the docks for the most part. Pretty nice fella. He can get a little caught up in the hustle bustle of it all. There's a
I feel
lot
like that
going
is an
on.
occupational hazard.
Yeah.
Do you
Usually
think
is.
he would? Do you think he would take kindly if I offered the services of an 8'3" monster man?
Well, of course.
Because
Well,
we
we
can't
have
afford.
already-
Guys, we had to scrounge together to buy half of a fish. I don't know if we can afford the fucking boat right now.
That's true.
3 gold pieces. I don't know what you think we're scrounging.
You trying to get buy a whole boat, or you just trying to get a ride somewhere?
We're trying
We
to get
need a ride.
I don't know why I did the voice too.
You're trying to get a ride.
We're trying to get a fucking ride here, you know?
Fucking walking here.
Hey, we're trying to not fucking walk here.
Now you're doing what I do every time I hear y'all's accents. How the turntable.
The difference is that you can recognize when we're copying your accent. Yeah, how
You
much?
come
I
into
guess we
my
should.
house.
Yeah, how much do you think it would be to Sherry? That is not correct. Ferry, charter, get a fucking boat rental.
Well, I don't know too much about that. How I do. It's usually up to the captain itself. You can talk to him, but he's gonna know all the people who are looking for help. That usually if you're willing to put in the work, they'll take you wherever the fuck you want to go.
Including last man standing.
Well, they're not gonna go in, but they'll drop you off at the coastline if you ask nicely enough.
Cool.
Radical.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to go that way, I guess.
Okay, bye.
I mean, you can. Yes, I did not steal a fish. I don't have to deal with any of this.
I'm gonna.
I paid the silver. I paid the silver.
But I still
and I
offered.
got 4 silver.
Lilia still offered to see if there's something she can do to make some money.
We're not gonna
person.
sit here. Wait, Lilia, you don't have. Lilia, you do not have to sit here and trade favors for a fucking half a fish.
Well, we need
Oh,
money, right? Is there more
No,
help?
no,
What?
we don't need
Oh.
money. We are fucking capable. We will work for a boat ride.
I could
If you're
literally
looking for-
pull the boat.
If you're looking for some loose change, there's always over by those warehouses that they're having to rebuild. Always looking for arms. You look strong enough, at least that one.
Are they building the warehouse out of arms?
I'm strong.
No, but they need them to lift shit.
Why did? Oh yeah, why did the warehouse explode? It looks like it exploded, or something exploded out of it.
Yeah, nobody will really tell us what exactly was in there, but I do know for a fact that we've had to make a couple extra coffin boxes from afterward.
Mm. So nobody. Is there anybody who knows what happened and is just not talking about it?
Uh, there's a couple fellas down by the junkyard that I think they're the only ones that have witnessed it. However, the only one that's willing to talk about it's usually drunk. So take with it what you will from whatever he's got to spout.
What is this fellow's name?
Why?
Oh, I thought you were leading. I thought you were leading into a very named character.
I got that impression as
He is
well,
not
gonna be
the
honest.
drunk one, but he is there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Khaki Bugman will not talk about anything that's not paid for.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk with his mouth full of other monsters'
He
teeth.
talks about his.
I was hoping you were gonna add something onto
I was
that.
For those
He
who were
talks
not
when he
there for
is a mouthful.
yeah, no, he was eaten by a thing, and his combat response was to bite in between the teeth and just start eating its gums.
Yeah.
It was very disturbing, and I'm me.
And then he ate its tongue.
Yeah, he became that
and yelled,
parasite
"I
of
am
the
your,"
fish.
and then yelled, "I am your tongue now."
Ooh,
Like one of those parasites, yeah.
you.
He's a very gross character.
Fucking
Yeah.
Miss Khaki Bugman. I don't even remember my character's name. I just remember Khaki Bugman.
I know.
You were oh shoot, what was your vigilante name? It was like the Night Heron? Was that right?
Something like that. It was so.
Yeah.
I honestly mostly just
Sylvie.
wanted.
Sylvie was my name.
Yeah,
I
he
mostly
was.
wanted to hear Bane's impression of Khaki Bugman voice.
That's what I want more than anything.
It's gonna be so bad.
It's just Zorak.
It was just
I don't know who
Zorak
that is.
from the Brack show, which is also not very good.
Oh.
Man, that's been a
Hurts.
long time.
Yeah, I showed my age there with that one.
Shut up.
So anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go talk to a drunk guy.
Yeah, a drunk guy who works over in the.
The drunk junker?
Bless you.
Yeah.
Drunker? The drunker.
The drunk yard.
I want
Thank
that to
you.
be a tavern name.
That's a good tavern name.
Note for Khaki Bugman's next business venture. He sells illegal alcohol out of the back of his junkyard.
I don't know if
But,
I should be offended or not because my resting face is.
I think it just means you should. I don't know about offended, but maybe recalibrated.
Just.
Yeah. It's having it's having lots of moments.
It's not
One
like anything we're
ongoing
talking
moment.
about.
It's funny.
But yeah, so I guess we have. So now we have Thule. We can go talk to the drunk yard, and we can talk to
What'd you say his name was? Johnny?
Johnny.
Yeah.
Johnny Docks.
Yeah. Johnny's one of
Johnny
the
Dock
docks
Dwarf.
down here. The only other person I could think of you could maybe talk to, but it'd be a hard time getting a hold of him or getting any truth out of him, is the guy who owns the building and a lot of the warehouse stuff out that way. Talk to Quiet Dom. His
Quiet
sister runs the inn back there.
Dom.
You know that name.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another character from another campaign you've run.
Yeah.
A lot of. I didn't realize this was the same town.
Okay, so we've got
Nice.
Drunkyard, Quiet Dawn, and what was the and Johnny Dock Dwarf.
Quiet Dom, like short for Dominic.
Oh, Dom.
I don't know if it actually is short for that, but that's the letter.
Those are your leads you have been given.
Thank you kindly, fishmonger.
Sorry again.
No, you're good. A sale's a sale, regardless of how it happens. Pleasure meeting you. Hopefully you'll come back through here. But if you're heading down the last man, probably not.
Probably not. And yes, it's definitely because we're going to die and not because you're overpriced. Goodbye.
Woo! Damn.
Silver for a
Overpriced or not, you
fish.
still bought it.
She has a point. Do you want me to kill her and take our money back?
That would not be
So
appropriate.
not until we are done with the town.
Although she did tell you that the reason that it had gotten so expensive is that everyone has been having a hard time catching fish.
Yeah, supply chain issues. I've heard it enough.
Well, last time we were in a fishing town, there was also an issue with people catching fish, and it was due to our little sun stomach friend's parent. Like, there could be a connected issue here,
More sun stomachs.
or something comparable,
Or something new.
or
Bless you.
Bless you.
My microphone just exploded.
Or maybe there's something
I'm
getting into the
sorry, I
water
couldn't hit
that's
mute
not
fast
supposed to be.
enough, so I just gave up.
It sounded like a bark mixed with a record scratch.
Yeah. What happened was
Oh my god.
my recording of dogs barking for 3 hours was on vinyl, and it just skipped when I sneezed.
But yeah, it could also be something getting into the water that's not supposed to be there. Maybe not some sort of
Like
invasive
cadmium.
predator, but yeah, some sort of toxic material.
Like that river in Poland.
There's a lot of rivers like that.
I
Yeah.
didn't realize that this fishing village had a Dasani plant. Or is it Nestle? Who is it that's dumping right now? All of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I wouldn't put it past any of them, but Nestle's historically been the most horrific one that
I
you
think
hear about.
Isn't Ness? I think it's Nestle is the one that also with like the Flint, Michigan was like, we have all this water and we could give it to you, but like you could just buy bottled water. That's asshole.
Okay, so that's the
Hey,
one I was
everybody,
thinking
vote
of.
socialism. Vote socialism.
Vote socialism.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck turfs.
And nobody should have ever decided that water would cost money.
Truth.
Damn.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Let's see. Drunk Yard, Quiet Dom, and Johnny Talk.
Start fucking revolution again.
Let's you know.
So yeah, who is
Eventually.
the closest proximity to us?
I want to make
Probably
sure
Johnny.
that it's noted that when y'all talk about killing the person over the fish and okay, no, wait, once we're done, Lilia's like, let's not.
Oh,
We
we're just
can't.
kidding, Lily. I'm sorry. You don't. It is goblin sense of humor. You know, all
It-
sarcasm and dourness. It's just how we were raised.
And
It's nothing.
insincere threats.
So
Insincere.
that's what sarcasm sounds like?
No, this is
No.
very much.
Oh.
This is insincerity.
That's what makes it funny.
This is insincere
It does not
threats of
sound-
violence. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
it is
okay.
deadpan humor.
Does that apply to everybody or just you two?
I don't think Zarkra knows how to feel joy yet to tell jokes.
That's unkind.
It's not one of my hobbies. No.
See, that was a joke.
Jokes are hurtful.
Not among my hobbies. That's funny as hell.
Well, thank you.
It is how-
Regardless, Lily. I appreciate it, but I'm not wounded by this. Though I wouldn't go around expecting this sort of insincerity from everyone we meet. I'm sure we'll all adjust to each other's rapport in time.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're pretty weird.
yeah.
Okay,
Weird.
are we good to go? Are we good to go push
Yeah.
Johnny Doc Dwarf off the dock?
No, I thought we were supposed to talk to him. We need him to give us.
It was the joke.
See, even we don't. We lead to
Is that right? Did I laugh at the right time? That was a
You
it's a
did.
joke,
You
right?
did better than Fyodor this time.
Yay!
See, it's funny because he just walks off. I'm going to literally just kind of walk directly up to Johnny, and I'm just going to say, I need a moment of your time. Who do I have to hurt or help to make that happen?
You see, he kind of teeters and turns around, and he's like,
And I'm like standing full height. Like I don't. He has like a slouch like I do. He's just kind of full height. Just
yeah, no, he's like at your knee, like knee high. He's just kind of like, that's where the sun went. Cool. Makes more sense now. Thought I was dying. One of these days. Today's not the day. What gonna happen? You say you were looking. What were you looking for?
we need passage to last man standing.
What, you trying to die?
The
All right.
Probably. You're not the
That-
first person to make that connection, but it is
mean-
it is a permissible side effect. It is not the end intention.
I mean, if you're getting a boat, that's where you're going. That's fine, dandy. Don't really care as long as you're
Yeah.
willing to pay or work to get on a boat.
Yep. We were told you were the
Perfect.
one who would know which boat is going that way and would accept 4 people and a 6-legged
people.
dinosaur fish. 5 people and a dinosaur fish.
Just here, guys. It's just bread in the back.
I consider you and Zarkor together are one person because your statures make you equal to 1.
You know how dinosaurs can only see
Then does that
movement?
mean you
Theodore
equal
can only
2?
see combat strength.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Brad. It was impolite of me to dehumanize you by thinking of you as cargo while qualifying my intent.
That's fair. My name is Bread.
You did name yourself after an inanimate object,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
am sorry. You are a valuable member of this team.
While they're working
Please.
that out, I go over to Johnny Doctor. Hey,
All
look.
right.
Do you have anything for us?
Well, let's see. All of them will stop and drop you off. None of them are gonna follow you in there. If you're just looking for a ride to drop you at the coast, I got a
Just
couple
a ride.
options for you.
Just a ride. Big
Is
enough to
that-
hold 5 of us and a horse.
And the horse, that's gonna be a
s-
little harder.
Spectral
on.
horse. Is spectral horse okay?
As long as it doesn't bite.
Well, it says
Doctor, does Domino, do you bite?
Sometimes.
Well, wait, hold on. So there are 5 people, spectral horse, dinosaur fish.
Dinosaur fish fits in papoose.
True.
It's a backpack.
For now, yes.
Carry on.
How long do you think this trip is going to take? It's just
don't
down the
know.
coast.
Well, if you're looking for something that's got enough cargo space for something the size of a horse, let's see. Steven, if you pick up that box, thank you. Let's see. If
Do
you
you want me to
go-
kill Steven?
No, that's the kid. He's a good kid. He's just not the brightest. We're working on it. If you
Okay.
go four piers down, there's going to be a large merchant vessel. He is getting ready to leave in about 2 days, but he's got a large cargo down there, and he has shipped and moved horses before, so he's got stable room underneath for you. Go talk to him down that way.
Sick.
He's got enough money. With your size and strength on it, he's gonna have no problem putting you to work till he drops you off at your waypoint. All right.
Oh, goody.
Thank you, friend. And
Thank you.
I go to shake his hand.
He
As
shakes
I
your
do,
hand.
I cast guidance on him.
Oh, that's so nice.
Aw.
Steven, what did I just tell you?
Oh, he
And
blew it on a
like,
perception
teeters
check.
off.
Hmm.
He just teeters to Steven.
It's fucking Danny DeVito. We just
I
talked to Danny DeVito.
I'm the trash man. I start eating garbage.
He's a little stressed, but he's a good fella. He's got a good heart.
Much like Danny DeVito, probably.
He seems to be a decent guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
So let us so now 4 piers down. Is that closer or farther than the warehouse?
It's closer.
Where Drunkyard is?
Drunkyard it's still on, like, part of it is on the water, but it's down towards the edge of the edge of the city, actually closer to where the forest is. So you'd be heading south a little bit, but it's at the bottom of the city.
So I guess we head that way and then go to pier, or do we want to stop at the pier, let him know not to like book our spot without us?
Let's go to the pier and just to figure out if that is going to work or if we're going to need a different option.
Yeah.
You guys make your way down, kind of, trying to keep out of the way of the dock workers and stuff who are bringing crates on and off and figuring, merchant ship stuff. I don't know what they do. Stuff with boats. And you get down to that fourth ship, and this one is very well kept. It's a little bit older than some of the other ones, but it seems like it's well taken care of. There's nobody bringing anything off at this point, but there are several people, including both like a Goliath. There's a human. There's one of them's a drow, but he seems to be kind of over to the side, taking note of like all this everything that's going on to it. And standing up top on the bow of the ship there is a little bit smaller, kind of a slender build to him, very well dressed Triton who looks to be the captain.
Damn it.
Ahoy, skipper.
Well, now he's definitely not going to talk to us.
Who are you calling out to?
The captain.
He seems to have just kind of been watching everybody like bringing the boxes and barrels and stuff on board, and he just kind of his gaze kind of shifts up with like the one brow. Just, ahoy!
We 5 are seeking passage to Last Man Standing. Johnny Doctdwarf says that we are could maybe find it with you in exchange for some help.
We can work.
Hello.
He kind of
Sorry, go ahead.
he pauses for a moment and he kind of looks over each of you and takes notice. Perhaps we can come to an agreement. Come on. And he kind of waves. He's got like the one hand, kind of waves to you as he kind of disappears down and waits for you guys to kind of come on board as you kind of shuffle in between the different people bringing stuff on. And you see him standing by an open door that leads into what appears to be the captain's quarters. And he's just, after you.
I'm gonna just, weave between the legs of anybody I need to, make myself small, and just quietly look over the room as we enter and just take stock of everything.
This is a much bigger ship than the last one I was on.
Technically, the last one you were on was a boat, not a ship.
That's true. I don't know. What's the difference? One's bigger, right?
That is my understanding.
Yes, and I would hope it's bigger than the last one. It's one of the largest merchant ships we got running these coasts. I'm very proud of it. So last man standing, you say?
Yes.
As you guys kind of come in and he shuts the door behind you, he walks over to his desk where it's a very large draft desk, and you see there is a pretty detailed map of the coastlines and that is sprawled out on it, as well as going further out into the water than your map has. There's a couple little things here and there, but he little notes and markers on it. And he picks up the glass on there and takes a sip from it. He goes, I'd ask you why you're going out that way, but honestly, as long as you're willing to put in the work for the ride, I don't particularly care. So.
I like this one much better than the last Triton.
Oh, the last Triton? Well, you have a run-in with another one of me?
Well, you are not nearly as big of a dick as he was.
I don't get that too often. I appreciate that. I like you.
I don't get that very often. I appreciate that.
It's probably because of your bad jokes.
Wow, we are holding this off, and that is making me nervous.
I'm not a big fan of fish.
Oh,
Ah,
no, it's just
Pessimism.
usually. Yes, thank you. When's the next thing going to go wrong?
fair enough. Gotta be prepared for everything. So,
It can't be nearly as bad as the last time we were on a vessel like this.
that being said,
Oh, here it comes, Zakra.
I'm not gonna ask for your reason for going to last man standing. You don't go snooping around in what I got on this ship. Agreed?
Oh, that is most agreeable, actually.
Honestly, I was going to say, until you said that, I was not even considering that there might be snoopable items. So
Just for our reference, if somebody asks us, what should we tell them that you are carrying?
we tell them it's none of their business, and then if they ask again, I will crush
Well,
them.
if they are authorities, then we don't want to garner more attention.
Well, on the documents, I'm a spice trader.
Sure.
On paper, anyway. So,
Okay, that tells us everything we need to know, honestly.
mm,
You should
Ah.
just say. You
Smart
could
guy.
have just told us you are a drug dealer, and that would be much faster.
You can't just go around saying that. I got some high end clients I gotta protect.
Like drugs? Like medicine?
Yes,
Sure.
Lilia,
Yes,
like
Lilia.
medicine.
Some of it.
Very
It is
important.
medication, and the disease is misery.
And some of it just tastes real good in food. But
Mm.
Alright.
I do love apple pie a la cocaine.
He's got like oregano and actual spice shit
Yeah.
on here. Ew.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh, I was fully ready for him to just be making fucking edibles on this boat.
No. He's like, he said most of it's fine. There's actually just like, that's a crate of oregano. We got some thyme over there. Don't go near that one. That one's got cayenne pepper. You'll have a bad time.
Did you just
And
say
this one smells like a
thyme?
skunk.
Thyme something. Oh, look at me.
I was just checking that I wasn't like dying.
I can't remember if I can't remember if that
It's
was ever.
fine. I was just checking.
No, I don't remember how I'm supposed to say it. I know one of them's wrong. I don't know which. But so sometimes I will just try one and see what the reaction is and hope that it's the right one.
Do that with a
Honestly,
lot
I
of
feel that.
words. Mhm.
Honestly, I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to try, yeah.
Worcestershire.
The problem is I can never remember what the reaction was to which one, so I still haven't figured out which one's the right one. But
Oh,
it's like
It's a
Skipper,
mood.
what work would you have for us if we were to tag along?
well, I lost some of my crew during our last trek. We had a bit of a run-in with something with a nasty bite to it. But so mostly just heavy lifting, moving the anchor, usual moving boat.
Do you need a
I'm a
navigator?
captain. I know how they happen.
Are you in need of a navigator?
No, I'm good on the navigator.
Well, shit. I guess
Guys,
I'm fucking bumming.
I will lift his share of things as well.
I'll help.
It is very, as is appropriate for our continued traveling companionship. I
If
will carry.
you're looking for something with more documentation, I do know my first mate's been needing some help after we lost. I'm trying to names and they're all just basic white guy names.
What about a basic white woman name?
Take two basic white man names and then smush them together.
You know, like
Ooh.
white people do.
Yeah.
That was just like, yeah, no. First crew needs help because Nate got eaten.
Aaron.
I'm so
Jaqueline.
Oh,
Natron.
so you're saying Nate got eight?
Yeah, basically.
hate that for him. I hate that Nate got 8. You must be irate.
I was. That's it. I was. But life goes on. Well, not for Nate, but
Cold
For him,
blood.
it's too late.
Yeah, he got out of a lot of bad situations, but on this one, he just couldn't skate.
You're
Death
fired.
was
All right,
instant.
somebody needs to move this crate.
I killed Duka.
I die. I go to hell.
It
Wow,
sounds
way to
like
split
great.
the party.
you're making my brain hurt, please. I can't.
Okay,
Oh God.
stop.
This is about what I expected from this session.
Fuck.
Ibuprofen's in the kitchen. Oh well.
You've done a remarkable job of
I
holding us together.
if you want to get your ibuprofen, I need to put my child to bed.
Yeah. Well, what time is it?
It's
I have to put a kid
8:30.
to
8:30.
sleep.
All right, we shake hands. We're agreed, and then we leave the ship.
Yeah, he lets you know that they will be departing from the coast in 2 days,
2 days.
and they are heading south. Yeah. There. Yeah, and we will take a quick bio break. I'm going to take ibuprofen as my brain tries to leaf through my eyeballs,
Oh, don't do
and then
that.
we put a kid to sleep.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, see you in a bit.
Yeah. No, y'all are fun.
I wasn't sure if Amos was like fully back or if she was
Oh
still.
yeah. I'm back and forth, back and forth. They can hear us and see us now. We're
Hi, I'm home.
back. Child is hopefully asleep.
Or at least is good enough at faking it. You don't have to go beat him up.
He's been
I know
running
you
a
would.
fever all day, so he was
I know you would never actually
so
beat him
ready
up.
for
Aw.
bed. Yeah.
I think he was already asleep when you walked
I
in.
mean, when he gets to be a teenager and he snaps back just the wrong way, there's a chance. No. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I never beat my child. It'd be terrible. I'll threaten it. I'll definitely threaten it.
We don't do physical damage, only psychological.
Exactly. Getting him ready for the world.
I don't know if we still have it, but we do have a book, or we did at one point, called How to Traumatize Your Child.
Oh.
Oh, my dad knows all
Just
about
be a
it.
parent. That's all you gotta do.
Well, it's written as like a how-to guide of like how to evoke specific trauma, like what kind of traumatizer are you? And it's got like a little quiz at the beginning, and like how do you? And so it's a really great like satirical dissection of like how to avoid to do all those things.
Oh, that's nice.
But it's also framed as like entirely serious, never drops the bit throughout the entire book, as far as I can tell.
You're hoping it's a bit.
Oh, it's definitely written for humor. It's definitely written.
Madison would
It's a
just think it was
genius idea,
funny
really.
because it's about hurting kids.
Yeah. Children suck.
They are
I'm
difficult
sorry, Amos, but
portion.
they're terrible.
Hey, I had one. I still don't like other people's children. It's okay. I understand.
So yeah, we all ready?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do this.
You have procured an agreement with the captain of this vessel that may or may not be a problem later. We'll worry about it when we get there. It might be perfectly fine. You have no goddamn idea. But you do have 2 days before the ship leaves the dock. Do you have to mess around?
Nice.
You've also heard about something went down at the warehouse, and the only people that you have been told have been Quiet Dom owns those warehouses down there. He might know. And there's a drunkard at the junkyard, but you're not sure if you can trust his word.
We also approach the warehouses.
You could also do that.
We could
What are we
also
feeling, gang?
do that.
She said that if you guys are looking for extra coin, they're always looking for extra hands down that way during rebuild.
Yeah. Lilia has a
Well-
strong need to get money now for no reason. She's like, oh shit, I'm the only one that doesn't have money, and my friends are gonna have to keep
have no
paying for
money.
me. Yeah, like I've got.
Theodore
But
has no money.
she's not thinking about you being the burden. She's thinking about herself being the burden.
Oh.
Relatable, yeah.
So yeah, could be interested in a money-making opportunity.
Hey, Vivi, you eat my headphones? I'm gonna be upset. But that's it.
Zarkra, what is your inclination?
I can't deny that I have a certain amount of curiosity about exactly what caused the damage we saw earlier. It could prove a complication for us in the future. So, I think we should at least try and find out more before we leave here.
It's true. There is also the matter of uh the captain of the ship did mention that they had a problem with Jaws, with their crew being eaten.
Oh yeah.
True.
What was that about?
Yeah.
Slipped past, and I forgot to ask about it.
Do you think it could
The
be?
casual nature of it made me assume it was a typical danger of these waters. But perhaps not.
It is also possibly typical danger of waters. Hmm.
Maybe we could ask somebody.
We could literally go back onto the ship and ask him.
But we did just say goodbye, and that would be a little awkward.
To
Wait,
Awkward?
I can't tell if you're joking again.
And I start walking back towards the boat.
there it is. Today's
Leah follows.
episode is
She's
called
like,
Learning About
awkward?
Jokes. Awkward, it is
Next episode is called "Is That a Joke?"
awkward
I-
means like socially like it's not fully like socially wrong. It is just like
um,
it is difficult to handle in a social way
yeah,
because
I know what awkward means. I just meant
oh
how is that awkward?
well like now this is awkward because I was explaining awkward. This is very
Oh,
meta now.
I'm sorry. Should I have let you finish? Was it
No,
rude
no, no.
for me to interrupt
No,
you?
no, no. You're good. You're
Dukagon
fine.
is down at the other side of the dock. Let's go!
I catch up real fast.
I catch up at my own goddamn pace.
Are you guys
Yeah.
going back to talk to the captain?
Yeah, we go back on
Just
the
really
ship.
quick.
Like, hey, bud.
You
So,
guys, he's back out on the bow of the ship, and as you guys are walking up, you just without thinking about it, just kind of start heading back on the ship. It's like, I said 2 days. It's been 20 minutes.
yeah, bud, look, really, you slipped this past me, and I feel bad about it. What was the deal with the dying sailors? With your dying crewmen? What killed them?
I mean, you never heard of the sailor story? The sea monsters, the kraken. We got attacked. It took some people off our boat.
Right. Okay, cool. Those are different things. Did it like have a head that came up and like bit you, or was it the tentacles? What is going on? Give me
Is it
some
something we could kill and hunt for sports money or
nouns,
research?
adjectives.
I wouldn't recommend it. It almost sank my boat.
Is that a common problem? Does it menace a certain shipping lane, or is this new?
It didn't used to be a problem. I saw it. I saw it taking down a boat during my not this last one, but a couple ones before that. I saw it further out, taking out somebody. Thought they could get around it. I guess staying a little bit further from the shore. This time I was out there by myself though, and I guess we were a target. Hard to get a good look at.
Well,
You know, it was wet. It was scaly. It was big. It took Nate off the side of the boat. You can still see we're still fixing some of the repairs on the other side. If you want to take a look at it.
How many legs did it have?
More than the one. It's a lot of chaos. You ever fought a sea monster on a boat? It
No,
sucks.
no, can't. Oh, I haven't.
oh, well, I guess I won't ask Doka a question right now. But I will
He
look to the
does.
others and say, "Oh, sorry. I'm
He
sorry
does
for not
kind of
taking my coffee."
point like over his shoulder at the other side of the ship that's not pushed up against the dock. And he's like, that's where a lot of the damage is. If you want to go take a look at it, we're still repairing.
Well, I will. I will look around to the others, and I'll say, we do have experience fighting nasty things much larger than ourselves. I know we're already going to be pulling duty on your ship to earn our keep and our passage, but we could also offer protection, methinks.
Yeah. If we don't succeed, we none of us make it, right?
You, yeah, no. If that thing attacks the boat and you're on the boat, you kind of you're not gonna just hide underneath. I'll drag you out myself if it doesn't take us down with it.
Valid, valid. Cowardice.
That's kind of an all hands on deck situation.
For
I'll
sure.
do my best. Duka, do you think if we inspected the site of the damage, you might be able to scrape up a few scales or some residue that could be useful?
Oh, for sure, or at least glean some information about the creature, perhaps.
Then I think we know what we're doing next.
I would like
Thank
to
you,
see that.
Captain.
Yeah.
Dugan pulls out his magnifying glass and inspects the ship.
Okay.
Fyodor is holding Duka so he can get to where he needs to be on the side of the ship.
So as you guys kind of head around to the other side of it, you do see that there are like kind of like when people are, they have the scaffolding and whatnot that hangs off the side. They do it on like buildings and stuff with window wipers. They have that kind of hanging over the side, and you do see like in several spots back behind the older wood that still has kind of the paint and the barnacles. There's a lot of new spots that have patches and stuff on it, and further up there is somebody still kind of like putting in new planks and repairing and sanding it down, trying to get it back to seaworthy. But I was like, it doesn't look like something necessarily like something grabbed it and collided with it, like a kraken with the tentacles kind of grabbing it. It looks like something caught the rail and just kind of cut and drug down through it, like claw marks, like it was trying to get up, but the weight of it, the boat couldn't handle.
Mm.
That looks scary.
Hmm.
Something grabby.
Yeah. Something's got mitts.
Can I get like a close look and like see if there's any, like Zarker said, any residue or anything left behind?
You kind of. Here, I'll have you roll investigation with advantage since you've been doing some studying.
That's
Hell
pretty
yeah.
good. Hang on, let me roll it again, see if I get a 20. Did not. Okay, that's a 29.
Yeah. So as you kind of laid up as much as you can from that side of the dock, trying to take a better look at it, and you can't tell much from like where they've repaired it. However, from where it's still kind of torn, the wood's splintered and broken, you do it does seem very familiar to like the sun stomachs, but it also looks a lot bigger than it should be. And you're not sure if maybe you don't know if you can't remember if they're supposed to get that size, but you don't think so. Like that seems a little big. And it doesn't quite seem like there's an extra toe there than what the sun stomachs were, but you think it might be something from the same family.
Okay,
Hmm.
okay.
So it
I
might be
relay
something.
this. I relay this to the group. It looks like sun stomach, but like big and polydactyl.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Lilia holds up the baby's paw, like one of them,
Oof,
like, yeah.
100%.
He just kind of like you hold him up to the boat, and you watch as he just kind of meh. He just sticks
Aww.
one foot on it. It's like I'm too like when you do that with a cat, and they're just like, please, I'm too close.
With everything that we've been fighting lately, it had slipped my mind that the sun stomach that we faced was not in any way unnatural, just enraged.
hmm. Like if we have a regular sun stomach, this could be the mutant one, or if we have a mutant one, this could be a normal one, or it could just be a regional variant. We are on a different section, right, of
We're on
ocean.
the whole other coast.
Yeah, it's a west coast sun stomach, so it has no water and it has earthquakes and stuff.
Apparently, there's too much water on the west coast now. Apparently, some parts of California are flooding.
God damn it!
Have
Did
been
they just
Maybe
pick
recently.
one?
that'll help put out some of the fire.
Yeah,
It won't. It's just gonna be the whole ground is just flooded with water, and then on top of the water is big fire. Like, I don't know how this happens.
Everything's messed up.
Well,
we have gleaned what we can.
Yeah.
Like, we can fight this. We're pretty much unbeatable. Like, it's not the problem. I fucking hope we find it.
There is the question, though, of he did raise a point, fighting it on a boat, on a ship. Because it does not have to kill us if it crushes the ship. And then we are fighting it in the water. And we have fought in water once. Oh, sorry, I have fought in water once before.
I'm fucking in the water.
You were in the boat.
Okay. Okay, well, but we are traveling along shore, no? It's not.
I mean, sure, for sure.
Like, for sure, it's the shore. We can swim to shore if shit goes sideways, and we have. You will grab creature by neck. You will wrangle it until it,
until
gets
the
us where we
bubbles
want
stop.
to be.
Yes.
Until it gets us where we want to be.
Oh, you want me to like corral it like a?
Yeah. Break it like Bronco.
I can certainly try. I would probably more likely just break it.
Well, making an omelet and all that.
Here, I will do that, and then you will use your animal talking to ensure that it knows.
Fuck yeah, I can.
Yeah,
do that.
you let it know that if it takes us where we need to go, we will stop murdering it. Yeah, I will do the harm. You will convey the threat. Is flawless plan.
It's flawless, just like us.
We have never even come close to death once.
We are without imperfections.
We are also very humble.
Oh man.
Like just sit and let us just ramble on like this.
I'm entertained.
Are they concerned at all, or
the guy that's on the side of the boat? You've noticed he stopped repairing and he's just kind of staring down at you. But he seems like he's like, I don't think it's wise of me to say anything considering what they're talking about.
Lilia is like a child, like drinking in everything you two say, just listening, waiting for it to come out at the wrong time. You're like, oh shit, she heard that. Oh, actually,
Personality is not potable. Yeah.
okay. Well,
so we have that. I was like, because we're not about to just like fucking get a second ship to take us out and hunt this thing. So
we'll let it come to us. Maybe we'll just like buy some harpoons or something with our warehouse money.
Yeah. Should I start going and earning us some warehouse money? You could probably go do their taxes or something.
Or accounting, yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, do their scribe work.
Okay, I did
Let's
this one.
go.
Somebody else pick the next thing.
Let's go get some money. Let's go see what jobs they have. I want to go learn something.
It can't hurt.
Fish is expensive.
I think Zarka's a little bit like weirded out that Lilia's taking initiative to go acquire finances, but like that's whatever. Sure, I don't have a problem with that.
Let's go.
This is uncharacteristically materialistic of you, Lilia.
She just doesn't want her friends to have to pay for her anymore.
For sure. So should some of us start collecting as much money as we can, and the others can go continue investigating with like the warehouse guy?
Probably kind of Do both of those things if you go down to the warehouses.
Kind of split the party without splitting the party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not gonna physically split. We're just going to
Do different jobs.
yeah.
Yeah. Fyodor and Lilia lift boxes, right? Mm.
Listen, Fyodor, because what's Lilia's strength actually? I remember it's higher than I keep forgetting. It's like higher than I think it is.
Well, it's a 12.
Oh, never mind. It's exactly where I think it is. Yeah. So Fyodor can do the heavy lifting, and Lilia can do the like running.
Yeah,
She can do quick climbing and like
she can
You
help.
she
hold
has a climb speed.
you hold it up. She hammers it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hammer it in, but I hammer it in by putting the nails in first, and then just grab the whole thing and just.
You guys are still just kind of carrying everything.
We should also probably arrange for. Could we have Ivan and the empty cart taken back to our house? Could we like hire somebody to do that? So that he
Probably.
doesn't have to just live in a fishing village for the next God knows how long?
Yeah.
Cool,
Then he's
cool,
not
cool.
gonna
reason
be
you
here
can
when we get back.
probably talk
Then
to
he.
somebody
Oh,
at
that's
the inn
true.
about that.
He won't be here. He won't be here when we get back to carry our stuff. How far of a journey is it? Like, are we from the keep? Did
It's
we
like a
say?
week.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I don't want to carry all our stuff for a week. We don't actually
We'll
have that
just
much stuff to carry.
we'll just
Yes.
pass Ivan over to someone and make sure they know that if he's dead when we return, so are they.
Yeah.
Which is going to be really unfair considering the age of that horse. Like there might not be anything they can do.
We're gonna say that, they're gonna look at I and be like, "Oh my god, I'm
Pass
They
gonna
have
the
to.
journey to
die."
sleep. Oh, you won't.
Oh
They have.
god.
It's like, well, you should have gone to veterinary school prior to his passing.
I did. I did everything I could.
Oh
Mm.
god. That horse was
I
60
told the
years old.
necromancer he wanted to stay down.
You can't beat this dead horse.
Oh god.
Damn.
Oh man.
But no, I guess yeah, that's fair. I guess we could see if there's a stable we can
Yeah.
house him in. That's more money we fucking need. Jesus Christ. We can't pay everybody in threats and labor.
True.
Probably.
We haven't tried, to be fair.
But
It's
yeah,
not
so we had to.
recommended.
Let's all head to the warehouse.
Yeah, so you guys kind of leave the docks and start heading further down back towards where you saw the warehouses in the distance past the markets. And as you kind of weave your way through, you start getting a better look at it. And that's when you kind of realize, yeah, no, it went out. But it also went in the wall on the other side. And it just kind of went through whatever this thing was. As you come, it's like you start coming around again. There's people up on scaffolding. They're like taking away debris and stuff. There's nothing really on the ground anymore, but there's still like loose board stuff that's damaged that can't be repaired. They're having to replace. They're putting up new everything, new everywhere where there's a hole, which it's a gaping hole in the side of it. But you do see that there is somebody kind of sitting down at this like makeshift table. Like it's not actually a table, but they're using as one. They're like crouched on a bucket, just like writing on their part, like taking notes and stuff. And they kind of see you as you walk up, and before you kind of have a moment, this person they like lock eyes on Fyodor and just like, hey, you need a job? Come here. You bring your
Oh
fence.
fuck.
Come here.
Yeah. Okay. What the fuck?
You looking for work? I got some work for you. You look like you can handle some stuff.
Fuck. Probably. I
You
can
You
both
can handle
realize
all the stuff.
I can handle many things.
All of the things.
All of the things.
I
perfect. That's
believe.
what I need right now. Is
Who or
strength.
what do you need destroyed?
I'm not destroying nothing. I'm rebuilding.
I see. I did build a longhouse out of an entire city once.
You know what?
That is my qualification.
Perfect. I'll take it. Not even gonna back down to it because right now, honestly, a little desperate. And he kind of takes one of the parchments that he's got and he writes down a couple different things and he kind of hands it over to you and you realize he's like he lists on there is like a day's labor of this is how much you'll earn, and there's like it basically has those like if you're doing heavy lifting at the top, which he's like hoping you're gonna do. He's like, yeah, no, it's like it's 7 gold for a day, which normally you're just like, damn, that's.
I've been told that is a lot. Have
It's a
any of us
decent
been
chunk of
from
change.
I would say, are any of us from a society that understands currency? Zakura, where were you from before?
I learned a thing or two in the barracks, but it
Is this the
wasn't
correct
exactly.
amount of money for my services?
It's a lot. It's
Seems high.
yeah.
I imagine they're desperate,
Fuck.
though.
Hell yeah.
Something about supply and demand.
All
Yeah,
right.
the sooner I can get this fixed, the sooner I can start making money again. Because right now, I'm kind of fucked. I can't go anywhere. The lady I've rented this out to, look what happened.
Yeah. Curious follow-up question. What happened?
I don't even fucking know. I thought whatever she had in there exploded, then I realized it just kind of went through. It's like she had it with a cannon or something, but the biggest fucking cannon I've ever seen. If that's what knocked all this shit down. Oh, this is why this is what I got. I got greedy. I'll admit that. I got kind of greedy. But it's a new day. So you
Is
in,
this the drunkard guy?
Yeah. This is a unnormal he's small for a furbulg. And he's just kind of
This is the quiet dom, yeah?
You
Is
don't
this
know that.
Is it though? We were told to meet one of two named people.
Yeah.
Are you
is
quiet, Dom?
Well, yeah. I'm
Cool.
kind of known
Just
around these
confirming
parts.
a suspicion. Thank you, sir.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
out of
wander.
towners. That checks
You
out.
are
That,
you are
Oh, that was the
ironically called
name.
quiet. I understand.
yeah, it's because everybody wants me to fucking shut up, but I'm not gonna.
Do you want me to
So,
kill them? How much is that worth?
That was the
when you
name
do a
we
good
were
action for him.
given. Is this the person we
Hell
were
yeah.
looking for? That was
Yes.
the name. Yeah, that she gave
What
us.
is so I'm going to do the $7 money. That's just the 7 money work with the big arm lifting.
Perfect.
Is there anything here that requires like a lot of agility and dexterity and like rope stuff? I assume ropes, hanging ropes or something. I don't know. I
They
hand the
ask it
list to
about-
Lilia and say, take your pick, whatever you think you can do.
There's a couple different stuff on there. There's one a little bit lower that's just like keeping track of things. It's just like lumber coming in, supplies and things that are needed to keep track of. And
Doka.
then there's which is and that's 4 gold. There's 5 gold is basically runner where you're taking the people that are up in scaffolding. You're like, I need take shit up there. Like if you could climb up there carrying shit, go perfect. Get them. They need to get shit up there. It takes too long for them to get down. I gotta get this built today. Well, not really today, but the sooner the better. You can't
I
really
bet
run
Lilia
out
would
a
make a good
broken
gopher
building.
like that, yeah. Although
I
I
was
won't
saying,
tell her
Lilia.
that because she'll say I'm not a gopher.
Also, as
She
a
would.
level 5 monk, you don't take fall damage of that short height anymore, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You
And
can
I've got
literally just climb up
a
there with your stuff and then just jump back down.
I have a good climbing speed too. So
Hell yeah. So, Duka can
I
count
can
the
do this.
gains if he wishes to contribute.
I was like, I've got other things to do. I'm kind of been stuck here, but I gotta go take care of some other stuff. So if I could get somebody that can, keep track of this paperwork while I'm going taking, because this is not my only building, my only little coin pot. I got other things I gotta do. At the end of once we got this over at the end of the shift, which Steven, he'll tell you when shift's over, payday's coming. I'll come back through and I'll pay you for
Is
your
this
days.
the
But
same Steven who Johnny was yelling at earlier?
no, it's
Common name?
yeah.
I see.
The Doc Stevens spelled with a V. My Stevens with a PH.
on the Steven is spelled with an S.
He's got jokes. I like him.
Jokes cost extra.
I'm going to start lifting things now that are very
I'm
heavy
going
to
to
other
start
people.
counting things.
Work. And he
Going
he
for a bit.
doesn't necessarily hand you his pile of parchment. He stands up from where he's crouched and he hands you the bucket he was writing on with the papers. Like, here.
Perfect.
When the day comes to an end, Steven will let you know what that is. Just go talk to Pete. He'll bring you over to where my office is, and we'll clear this up. I'll get you your pay. I'll get you your pay for the day. We'll go from there. You do good work, and come back tomorrow. We'll see.
What if we do exceptional work? Do we get bonuses?
We'll see. We'll talk about it.
I am going to
That's
work
enough.
the fuck out of this job.
I'm going to embezzle.
The first one, the second one.
I didn't say
Don't
that
do
out
that.
loud. I didn't say that out loud.
It was in
Don't
God.
do
I was
that.
sorry. I was saying that to the DM. Like I would like to roll to embezzle.
I'm gonna roll to do a good job.
I'm
In
Same.
the hopes that if
Same.
I prove my worth to the company, I'll get to be promoted internally and
Oh God, Fyodor's nihilism has been filled with capitalist delusions.
I'm gonna
Oh,
make
man.
a note.
about embezzlement.
Yep. Because you know what, we will cross
Is this
that
an
bridge when we
athletics
get there.
check? Is my job an athletics check?
Yes.
I would like to rage.
Roll me athletics.
I think no, literally, the nihilism sets in as soon as he realizes, oh fuck, I have joined the capitalist system, and he gets mad about it. You know, everybody's had those days or weeks or months or even your year where you're just pissed off that you have to work to not die. I mean, what? I'm not going through anything.
But yeah, it's like,
First roll was a nat 20.
of course it is. Lilia, if you
Lovely.
want to roll me acrobatics,
Okay.
Zarka, would you like to also work? Because on that list is Pete needs a helper. Because Pete is basically, he's going to be in charge, and he's not great at words.
Oh,
Okay, I
instill
can.
the fear of God into them.
Yeah, I could be a taskmaster. I could be an order
You
barker
literally
if
have
you
a
need
whip
me
ready to go.
Yeah.
do I? I don't think I do anymore. I think my whip got ruined underground, and I didn't get a.
You left it there.
Oh
It
yeah, I
got
left it there so I
stuck
could
and
climb
you
out.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
it
didn't
was
make it
me or
out.
the whip. I chose me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I eventually need to pick up another whip, but no, I don't have one at the moment.
As far as you know, it's still hanging there.
Yeah.
So with all my bonuses, I did roll a 28.
Damn.
Christ.
Do you need me
Yeah,
to roll
no.
intimidation?
I was gonna have you roll intimidation. I was
Yeah.
gonna have
I rolled a
Lilia,
17.
yeah, on acrobatics, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I need Duca.
To roll to embezzle. Is that sleight of hand or intelligence?
I need you. Well, no, you're gonna make 2 rolls about that, but you're gonna make the second one later. I need you at the moment. What would that? I guess roll a deception right now.
That's stage 1 of your embezzlement.
Mm-hmm.
Is to convince him that you're not going to embezzle.
You said deception?
Mm-hmm. Because you're lying.
Oh,
on the
it's not
paper.
that good. It's a 22.
What do you like a plus 12 go fuck ourselves?
I have a
or
plus
something?
9 to deception.
Duca
just
has
gonna
never
leave.
been honest in his life.
Duca
Duca's not even
knows.
his real
Duca
name.
knows everything, and Duca says nothing.
Because it's deception because you're currently lying in the paperwork.
Nice.
Okay, we got a
Amazing.
28 for strength. We got a 22 for lying. You said it was a 17
Uh-huh.
for nimbleness. What you got for me, Zakra?
Dirty 20.
Damn. All right. You'll work the hell out of a day. Apparently. Like, Lily, you're getting back into the swing of it. You know, you're making your rounds, you're going up and down. You kind of startle a couple of them because they're not prepared for you to just kind of be
Free
on the
jump.
wall. Because it's rain. You took raining cats and dogs to a whole new level, and no one was ready for that. But yeah, it's like you get like it takes you a second, Zarker, to kind of get you realize when he was like, "Yeah, no, Pete's not great with words. He's in charge, though. Go help him out. Like he's bad at the people bit." You realize it's because he almost does not speak. He kind of just points and grunts. It's weird. He will eventually say some word, like every now and again, but it's very simplistic, and it's not. You don't gather from him that it's because he's stupid. Like he's very intent with it, and he seems
Yeah.
intelligent. He's just like, I don't want to words.
Yeah,
Eh.
there's a poetry to it, right? How do you say the most with the least? Unfortunately, that's not exactly going to be appreciated in a situation like this. So I will be his
Yeah.
translator.
Yeah. Or he'll make those things and you're like, I need you to take that lumber, it's gotta go over there, we gotta get it up there. All right,
And to his credit, they won't hate him at the end of the day.
Mhm.
They view him as like he gets this weird reputation of like he points at somebody and then this fucking lizard woman just comes at their ankles and just starts screaming.
Yes.
You do know that you have noticed, Sakura, though, that people tend to kind of keep a little bit of a distance from him. Like they don't
Oh,
seem
okay.
like they're almost not aware of it. Like they just kind of give him a little distance, which he is a large fellow. He is also a furbog, but he is fairly tall and he is well built.
I ain't gonna attack Pete or anything like that, and this may just be due to his physique. Do I get the sense it's from his physique? You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Divine sense.
You
Is
don't
he
really get
celestial,
anything.
fiend, or undead? Okay.
No, he's
Just
just
curious.
beefy.
He's a
Just beefy.
werewolf.
He has
Oh, I wouldn't be able to detect that.
Oh, that's
he
right.
has
They're not
it's his
undead.
actually it's his paladin oath. It's his oath of stoicism. He just has aura of fuck off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aura of bitch face.
I gotta write down the fuckery that is Duha. Alright.
I like the idea though that first off, I think that this is the first very like this is the probably I think this is the first non-violent thing that we've asked Lilia to help with since we like joined up together. I could fully see this being like a hooray attack.
Yeah, she's taking this very seriously. She's like skipping around. There's probably like rose petals falling randomly.
Which is wild because she's not even throwing them; they're just emanating as like a thing that she has.
Yeah.
Theodore is screaming in Goblin as he's hefting like 9 people's worth of shit. He literally is hammering things in by just grabbing the board and slamming it into it. But it's all perfect craftsmanship.
Where'd my sheet go?
He finds clarity in
Oh,
his
there it is.
rage.
So I will let one of you roll it, but not both. Zarkra and Duka specifically, one of you can roll me a perception check since you guys are actively keeping an eye on things.
Oh, interesting.
What's perception, Zarka?
-4.
Mine is 8.
Yeah, I think like Zarkra is honestly having like too much. I mean, this is gonna sound bad because it is fun right now.
You're
It's like
back to normal.
Go ahead,
barking
Duka.
orders.
it's fun. I say it's fun in that like satisfying kind of way, not in like a joyful kind of way, right? Or,
Yeah,
like,
Zarka.
I don't have joyful fun.
she's taking pride and satisfaction in being at the top of a hierarchy.
Indeed.
Yeah, and Zarka has a lot of people to interact with and to have to like manage. Dukagon is on his own with some paper that he finished reading within moments of being handed a bucket. He has nothing but time.
He is
And
fu-
now
I feel like
money.
he's literally just like doing this and like all of the counting and calculation is just
Yeah,
happening.
he's got mage
Yeah.
hands. doing all the accounting.
And like
Yeah.
counting one at a time is such a task that he doesn't even. He just He could just look at. He could probably just wait until it was done, look over, and say that's how many there are.
Okay, perception. Dirty 20.
Nice. So as you're kind of taking notes as stuff is coming in, like people are just like, got the shipment, dropping it off. You're making notes of it on the paper, like this is how much lumber's come in, this is what we have in nails, this is like making note of it and the costs and everything, and lying about some of the stuff. But and so you're able to you have a little bit more free range as you're kind of looking around and taking notes. I'm like, yeah, no, I get to wander over here and I'm just gonna kind of see what's happening over there. And so as you're kind of going both around the warehouse and heading into it, you are getting a much closer look at the damage that has been done here. And kind of it it's weird because it looks like something has gone through, and kind of like what he said, it almost looks like a kind of like an oversized cannonball had come through the building. But you notice that there's not any damage on the warehouse that's next to it that's fairly close. It's just this warehouse itself. Like something just kind of came through this little alleyway between the two buildings, made a hard turn and went through. But you don't think anything that's big enough to make this damage would have fit through there. You're not quite sure exactly, like, did. And so as you kind of take a look, you're trying to look for different pieces. Like, okay, well, if something physical couldn't have done that, what could have? Maybe this was some kind of magic. You're trying to pull out any inklings of any kind of magic that might have still been lingering around. And you can get a little bit, but it's not. It doesn't seem like anything that would be like like a big attack or an explosion or something like that. It's something about it just you just kind of feel off whenever you're in here, and when you stop, like kind of something kind of catches you dead center of the inside of the warehouse, and you just kind of stop, and you do feel like the hair on the back of your neck kind of sticking up for a minute, and there's still some stuff that seems to be left on one of the far walls that wasn't disturbed by the damage. That at first glance you thought was just more paperwork or whatnot that you might need to go through. So you kind of wander over and you realize this does not match the handwriting of Quiet Dom, but it does match somebody else's handwriting that you're familiar with.
Oh no.
Oh, I immediately pick it up.
It looks like a to-do list, but it's kind of hard to read with the handwriting, like what was right. Like it seemed like whatever they were doing at the moment, they were kind of in a panic frenzy, like they needed to go, and it wasn't like left out on a desk or something important. Like it kind of like there's some blank sheets and stuff has been kind of strewn about, but this like written list is kind of on the ground, like it's kind of been pushed aside, like it got dropped. And on it, it's just a list of places, and some of them are kind of crossed, some of them are crossed out, but there's one circled big at the top called the cage, which you do recognize as labeled on your map. Pull it back up. Well, the frozen cage, but
I was gonna say the cage is that island to the north.
it's that frozen island in the
Yeah.
north.
What are some of the other places that are maybe crossed out?
Some of them don't, like some of them is
Any of them that we've been to, I guess, is the main thing.
you do recognize the keep is written on there towards the bottom, but it's one of the ones that have been crossed out and you're not sure why. Because some of the like there's not you don't really see any similarities in the ones that have been crossed out, and you're not sure if maybe that's like, oh, that's somewhere they've been or somewhere that they don't need to go to anymore. It's not really clear.
And it doesn't seem to like correspond to places where we've found mutated creatures.
One of the places on there though you do recognize like instantly. It took you a second because you don't recognize, like, it's not written in a way that you would, but when you kind of mutter it, like as you're reading it, you mutter it a little bit and you do recognize it as the place of your home.
Oh, fuck. They wrote it in common. Fucking disrespectful. I love it. And it is or is not crossed out.
It is crossed out.
Huh. Is this town on the list and or crossed out?
Nope.
Okay. I kind of tuck it away, and I will keep that in the back of my mind until the workday is over.
All right.
Oh, but I check to make sure no one's watching before I put it away, as I have with
Everyone-
everything else I've embezzled.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it. Like with everything going on, there's people who might have seen you, but nobody really cares. They're like, I got work to do. I got shit to do. You're not in my way. I don't care. You know?
Perfect
That
embezzling
blue
environment.
collar of like, it's none of my business as long as you don't bother me. I won't bother you. You know?
Blue collar, white collar solidarity. I like that.
Yeah. I was like, they don't want to mess. They don't want to talk to you. You're just a suit. I'm sorry. Otherwise, the day goes pretty smoothly. You get quite a bit done on the building. It's not completely Banshee Bean. It's not completely done, but you definitely have made a lot more progress on it than they would have gotten done had you guys not arrived. Like you almost got one of the walls fully built up. There's still holes and patches in the roof that they're trying to cover just in case of like weather. But yeah, as you guys kind of start like Steven, he rings this. It almost sounds like a school bell, like you know the old like ding, you know the old school bells.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, it is an immediate reaction. Anybody who was working, even if they were like mid swing of the hammer, is just like I'm done, puts it down and starts to leave.
Oh, I respect that so
Yeah.
much.
Yukagon is set up like right outside the door, with a small sack of like the day's earnings, and he's just like a bonus from the boss, and handing like a silver piece, an extra silver piece to everybody as they leave. A bonus from the boss. A bonus from the yeah, just passing out a little bit of the embezzled funds to every.
Oh my goodness.
Good.
As you guys
Hell
kind
yeah.
of finish up and kind of merge back together as a unit, a horrifying unit. I need to turn the map.
An absolute unit.
Yes.
But you guys kind of join back up together, and the only one that's kind of hung around is that very large furbolg, Pete.
But we were told to get our money from.
No, you
No.
were told to meet him so you can go talk to Dom for your money.
That one.
Yeah. I was like, he doesn't say anything to you guys. He's just kind of, and then turns and starts to walk.
Mm.
Lelia is still so like excited. She feels good. She's probably
Aw, it'll
like,
fade.
yeah, good. That was a good workout. I've got to do that in a while. Like,
That's wonderful.
I will say, if any of you do get within get too close to him, there is this kind of something in the back of your brain is like, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Something you can't quite put your finger on it, but something about him is just kind of makes you go, I think I'm gonna give him some space. He seems like he needs space.
Do you seem magical?
Not that
Do I-
you'd be able to tell anyway.
Yeah, I can't detect any
Nothing.
magic with my detect magic spell.
No,
It
no.
is. Honestly, I'm gonna go with it. I still think it's a paladin aura.
Could very well be.
Be a paladin or. We have. I'll follow him.
Because he got divine sensed, right?
Mhm.
So he's not any of those
Divine,
things.
well, divine sense doesn't detect everything, so
Right. Detects all the shit that I can.
Right, insight check.
I think you can sense Fey, and I can't.
Oh. Is he Fey?
As fey as any other furbolg.
Hmm.
True. They are pretty fey.
Indeed.
He kind of leads you not too far in, but a little bit further back into the city away from like the warehouses and the storage and stuff, which, some of them is for like warehouse storage. Some of them you notice is like an old, like whalers where they would go and they dissect and take the different pieces of whales that have been caught and different things like that. Just a couple different things that are down this way. Don't wail, it's bad. That's for the viewers. But he
Unless
takes you.
you belong to one of the indigenous Canadian groups that responsibly rely on it for
That.
stuff.
Yeah.
Don't participate in industrialized whaling.
Yeah.
Don't participate in industry.
Oh, Banshee's loafed. I'm sorry. So he kind
Oh
of
yeah,
takes
today's
you.
episode brought to you by Banshee.
Banshee Bean.
I have to lean slightly forward because she will try to eat my hair and my ear, and she did bite my lip earlier.
Ouch.
He kind of leads you to this little building that it looks like a restaurant on the bottom. Not too fancy, but it's not like somewhere you stop in. It smells pretty good. But he leads you around towards the back where you do see a door, and he pushes it over for you and just kind of waits for you to go up. And the door leads directly into a staircase going up to the second floor.
I'm hungry.
It does smell good in here, yeah.
She's been doing a lot of running and climbing.
Mm.
She's hungry.
I did a lot of screaming.
You guys start heading up the stairs, and there's another door up at the top that's kind of cracked a little bit. And you kind of pause for a moment because but when you finally push that door open, it's a large wide office, and it has this heavy, like, it's nice. It's a nice mahogany, well-made desk. It's mahogany. It seems like a normal office. However, sometimes every now and again, as you're kind of looking around at it, there's just some weird objects in here. Not in like an evil, spooky. It's just like, that's just a tooth. Why is there a tooth just standing on your shelf? That's a leaf. How is it not? What's happening in here? Like, it's just every now and again. It's like there's like different books. He's got scrolls and stuff on his desk. He's got like the scale with the coins and everything. And there's just weird knickknacks that are all over the place. Hey, come on, shut the door behind you. We get a bad draft up this way. I haven't fixed it yet. It's on my list of things to do, but I got other things to deal with. Come on, sit down, sit down, sit down. So, how was the day? I'll hear about it. And Pete, 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 shut the door. Thank you.
I plop a file folder, the most well-organized file folder this man has ever seen, with like section dividers, and I like plop it down on the desk in front of him, and then I sit down.
Yeah. So you know how I said I need you to roll two things? Roll me a sleight of hand.
To plop slightly.
Sleight of hand. Can I ask what I'm doing? What's I can ask and not be answered? That's fine. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Sleight of hand.
Is this maybe for the actual original? Well, here's Dalton admitting it. Dalton doesn't know how embezzling works.
It's where you like change the books to where everything seems, for the most part, to be accounted for, but you removed things within the books and then shuffled it away. So
Gotcha.
presumably I shuffled things away earlier.
It's that trick where you have all the wooden blocks that fit together into a rectangle, and then you take one out and you still make a rectangle.
Exactly.
And people don't notice that the rectangle is slightly smaller, and they say, "How do you do that? All the pieces must still be there."
My sleight of hand is an 18. I rolled pretty well on that because my sleight of hand is not great.
Because this is more so of you trying to not draw his attention to it right this second. It's like, it's funky, and you're like, I'd like to not be in the room
well,
if he does notice it. Like, it's how you've kind of like tried to file things to kind of keep it.
Yeah. The discrepancies are pretty far away from each other in the file folder. Yeah.
It was basically how did you sneakily organize this? Did you put all of your lies on the top, or did you hide them? But
right on. Okay, 18 then.
Think like a magician. Where will his attention be drawn, and then focus your efforts elsewhere. I like it.
yeah, because the deception was to see, basically, how well did you lie on it, and then
Cool.
how noticeable did you make it?
Yeah. Interesting. A very creative use of a skill roll. Thank you.
Thank you.
He's probably distracted by the two fur-covered people who were doing manual labor. We're probably like wet animal, like this with sweat at this point.
You're a little damp.
Lilia's not
kinda-
sweaty. No way.
I
Shouldn't
know
have that.
dogs
That's-
don't sweat except for like their paw pads. I don't know about cats.
No, she's not sweaty.
Are cats the
Well.
same? Like, do they just sweat through their paw pads, or do they not sweat? Because I know they pant
They can't. I mean,
sometimes.
they're capable of sweating out of their paw pads,
Cats
but
have sweat glands, but most are covered by fur.
Yeah.
That means their effects are minimized, but the exception is their paws.
yep, it's just like dogs. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Okay, wasn't sure.
Feel
It
like
takes
there's
a lot
also
to
a
make them
dog.
sweat.
How about bears?
I mean, I'll look it up, but we should continue the game.
Bear sweat
got
sounds like some
distracted.
sort of energy drink.
I was gonna
That
say like a
feels
body spray.
like.
Body spray, better. Yeah.
See, that gave me the same energy of like a water company as like Liquid Death. Bear
Yes.
sweat.
Yeah. Absolutely. That could be an energy drink
man.
and a body spray, like double trouble. You spray it or you drink it, you both it.
Oh God.
2-in-1 energy drink body spray.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
That's terrible.
Tex hasn't done it yet.
It'd just be so sticky.
I think that's the joke the Good Place was making, is that it was a plausible product.
So sticky.
But yeah. So yeah, so we're getting money.
So it's like fantastic, perfect. Pete, how'd they do? And you realize that there's just kind of a pause in the air as they just kind of stare. And Zarker, you've been hanging around, Pete. You recognize this. The
Yeah.
rest of you are just kind of like, what's happening? Is it telepathy? Is that what's? And there's just that pause for a few seconds. It's like, fantastic! That's more I thought we were gonna get done today. We're gonna have this done in no time. Get it back up and running. Get stuff going. That'd be great. So I was like, Zarker, you notice he just kind of had like a small nod, and that was it. And everybody else is like, what the fuck just happened? What? Okay.
Honestly, Zarka is like taking note. This is like battlefield signaling applications for this could be. Yeah, she's impressed.
This is why he's my right hand man. Fantastic. Alt. Hi. Hello. Lay down.
Do we?
You've done such a great job and such a great help to me. I hope you come back tomorrow and help me out some more. Maybe we can clear out this. Almost, maybe finish it out. Doubt it, but maybe an earlier start. But as I promised, you do a great job. Pay you a little extra. And he adds on an extra gold coin to each of you.
Ooh.
So I was like, Duka will get 5, Lilia and Zarkra get 6, and Fyodor gets 8.
Wow, that nearly doubled the gold I was carrying.
That
Now I have
is
6 gold pieces and 1 copper
that
coin.
is 8 times one more than I had.
Now, glorious dungeon master,
Mm-hmm.
how much did I embezzle?
Hold on.
It's a small bucket worth of construction supplies.
I was gonna say it's just like a bunch of nails.
It's nails and gorilla glue, and if you think for a second that I'm not gonna alchemy bomb some nails,
Good.
I already
Let's
have
see here.
corrosive. I have what is it? It's called carnivorous
I got-
bile.
I have 1 crate of cabbages stored away.
You
Ooh.
got 65 copper.
I feel like, I mean, I guess that's fair when all of the money is kept in the office. It's kind of hard to, I guess. I don't know.
You skim the top. If you take too much, it's too noticeable. To be fair, I knew it was gonna be copper. I rolled a D100.
Sweet, okay. I mean, that's not bad. That's like you know, I think a room in the guide in the book is like what, like 5 copper a night or something.
Yeah, it's like you could get
Yeah.
some nights in the end, get some food, different things like that.
Yeah. You embezzled enough that we can spend the gold on fun things, and the copper you've stolen the board. So we didn't even work for our living. We're working for luxuries. You stole our living,
As God intended.
as goblins intended.
You said you had 18 on sleight of hand, right?
18, yes.
18? Yeah. Okay.
I swear to God.
I mean, 65 copper. If he catches me, I just fucking be like, "Oh, sorry, it was a clerical error, and I hand him his coppers back."
And you are a cleric, so it makes sense.
I mean, there was also that 20-something deception, though.
Don't worry. I made notes. I've made
Average
decisions.
of the two.
Don't worry.
I'm not worried. Once we kill him, we are invulnerable.
But
There
We're
are no
practically goblins.
consequences for any of my actions.
Like,
Cool.
yeah, you guys plan on
Fuck
coming
yeah.
back? I hope you come back tomorrow. I could definitely use the weight.
I could definitely use the money.
Perfect. If you guys are
Well,
looking for
we
a good
don't actually.
meal,
Do we have 2 full days before we depart, or do we depart on the second day? So we're not leaving tomorrow.
no, you're not leaving tomorrow.
Okay, yeah. So we have tomorrow, and then we have to skedoodle.
Oh, you getting out of town already?
We literally came here to get out of town.
That's fair.
We needed the ship.
I can appreciate a quick turnaround like that. You know, when you got something to do, you gotta get it done. You don't gotta dilly dally all around all day.
So, if you need me to kill anyone, let me know by tomorrow.
See, I appreciate the offer, but that's what Pete over here's for.
I respect the fellow mercenary, Pete.
It's my right hand man. Don't go nowhere without him.
I mean, you literally
What?
came back to your office without him. He was on the docks with us.
You shut your mouth. Anyway, if you are hungry though, I do recommend going downstairs. Wonderful food. It's it's nothing too fancy. Definitely fill you up. Great price.
What the fuck is a
Oh.
cannoli? I look at the menu.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're in an Italian restaurant. I bet.
Yeah.
Why is everything a different shape of fucking grains? Why is the point of this?
Max gets bored. He likes to play with the shapes. He's a great chef, but he kind of gets a little. Gets a little out there sometimes. Tastes great though. Looks
It's
funny.
canon. That's why there's like 19,000 shapes of pasta.
Yeah, it's just Max
It's
downstairs.
one guy got real bored and likes his shapes.
He's like, I gotta cook this all day. I might as well make it fun for me to make. I'm gonna make all the fun noodles.
You know, that's fair.
He also moderates the subreddit.
r/pasta.
r/pasta shapes. No, he's banned from r/pasta.
For heresy.
Yeah. But yeah, he's like,
Cool.
I mean,
So what time of
Okay.
day is it now?
it's
Like, it was
towards the
quitting
evening,
time.
so it's like 5-ish.
It's 5
Okay.
o'clock somewhere.
Although if
And
you are
don't
gonna go
think fa-
down there, I'd recommend going sooner. He gets pretty busy around the dinner rush. It comes through. It's hard to get in. Run out of stuff. It's hard.
I don't think I've
pretty
ever
popular.
eaten at a restaurant before.
I've never paid for food before.
Well, there's a first time for everything because I recommend you pay for the food.
I
Personally,
meant because we were born in a mountain.
do they not do that in mountains?
We
I don't
hunt it
know.
ourselves.
Ah, the
Yeah.
onesie types.
Yeah, I have never
That
had to
explains
pay for
the.
food because I just kill things and then eat them.
Yeah, no, that explains everything about you.
I am I am very rugged and borderline feral, yes.
Yeah.
Let's get some dinner, gang.
I would like to eat so
Let's
much.
get us a malt.
Let's
Oh,
get Lilia
Yes,
so much food. She did so
food.
many backflips and climbing. Good, I just
I
fist bump
want
her.
food. Yeah.
You were talking about if I needed
She
somebody
returns the
killed
fist bump.
though, and I
Yeah.
do have. If you guys could hunt down this lady, the one who rented my warehouse, and bring her back here, that'd be greatly appreciated. I don't know if you're in the whole retrieving. Doesn't have to be alive, just retrieving.
Oh, that was my next question. Yes.
It's
Is that
easier.
something you guys would be interested in?
Did she skip town or did she just hide in a shack somewhere?
Nobody's seen
Like
her.
I
I
was
ain't
like,
seen her.
Why can Pete not go kill her?
We don't know where she went. I don't know if she's still in town or if she's skadoodled on out of here. If you guys are walking around all over this
If you give us
hunk of
any
dirt,
identifying information and we happen across her in our travels and I happen to kill her, I will bring her back and let you know.
perfect. And he kind of scoots back from his desk and he starts going through some paperwork and like he's kind of shuffling through the files and stuff. And he pulls one out and it looks like it's a renter's contract on there. And you I was like, you see on it, there's like the signature down at the bottom. It's a familiar handwriting, Duca.
No, it's not. Is it? What? Hang on. No.
Huh.
Hold on.
Dokugan coughs dramatically.
You
Are
good?
you
You need
okay?
a lozenge? I can't say that word. I've been trying all my life. It doesn't stick. Lozenge? You
It is
you
fine.
need a cough? You good? Okay.
I'm good. I see this. What is the name written on it?
It's not a name that you've recognized from anywhere. Like it's a very generic kind of like
Like a Jane Doe, but
kind of.
fantasy Jane Doe.
Yeah.
There's just like 6 apostrophes in it, despite there only being fucking 7 letters.
6 letters.
Jane Doe, the Martian Manhunter's cousin.
Ane Doe.
Johnny, yeah.
Janice Doe dear.
Doe dear.
Okay, so it's a definitely fake name.
It very much.
100%.
It's very generic.
That is a very fake name, I would assume.
It was a fake name, but the coin was real. So at the end of the
What?
day, don't care.
What is the point of paperwork if the name is not necessary?
So I don't get in trouble with the bigwigs in City Hall.
Ah, bureaucracy. Another thing we do not have in the mountains. You should visit
Lucky.
sometimes.
Maybe I should set up shop.
That would be really funny. I am imagining this small man talking to Babushka. Did we
Both
kill
the
her
same
before
thing.
we left? I cannot remember.
I don't think so. I don't know that she can be killed. Or else we would have done it.
Well, if not even like on purpose, just like if we triggered
Boom.
like cardiac arrest from stress, give her an aneurysm from sheer stupidity.
He does.
Okay.
He does continue on. He's like, this. I was like, all I got is this name. You know, as you can see on the look on your faces, same as me. Probably not a real name. Look, she was a water genasi by the looks of it, though. I think.
She definitely, if she was not a water genasi, she looked like she could be. So she might just be incredibly sweaty. Or asphyxiating.
Was she blue?
Was she actively asphyxiating? We've
going
asked
to go
him
get
too
some
many
dinner.
questions. We're going to go eat food
Don't
now.
remember what that word means.
Lilia's
Asphyxiating.
stomach
Okay.
growls very loudly.
Well, hey Lilia, can you just be dramatic for a second?
Sorry.
No, seemed nice enough. Wasn't she? Didn't ask me too many questions. I didn't ask her too many questions. She paid for it, and then she broke it. The bitch.
Absolute
So
bitch.
you find her, you bring her back, even if it's just the head. There's nothing else attached to it. I got a prize for you. There.
What's so funny, John?
A very vivid picture on this guy like yelling and gesticulating at his desk. And Fyodor just sitting with his hands folded. Absolute bitch.
Yeah, so we go have pasta.
But I think this would be a good place to leave it. You guys going down to get food in the evening after your interaction with Quiet Dom, who doesn't shut up.
Good.
I would like a metric gallon of chicken parmesan. Fill a small trough.
You hear from the back, from the
Pizza.
chef. Finally, a man of taste.
I do not know what the parmesan is, but
You'll
I'm
love it.
ready to learn.
What they say, pizza?
Oh my gosh.
It looks like they started making a sandwich and got over eager on the bottom bread. Oh, that reminds me, I will also buy food for bread. Because I made the most
Also,
money.
that's why I raised my hand. Did bread make any money today?
No.
We
He
just like left
babysat.
him wandering somewhere.
No, he stayed at the edge of the construction site. He
Oh, okay.
babysat the baby.
Aw, yeah.
He
Good.
watched the baby because the baby can't run up and down stuff. Or shouldn't.
Yeah.
That's
Basically
true.
shaking the baby.
Yeah, despite what every cartoon, Looney Tunes and all of the Warner Brothers and all that shit, but every cartoon would have you believe children do not have a good time in construction sites.
Yeah.
There's no wacky, like, they start to walk and they're about to fall off a hole as the thing just happens to lift up and catch them, and none of that. That kid gets eaten by a sea monster off screen.
I hope you
Has nothing to do
guys
with the
have
construction
fun.
site.
Yes.
Just punishment for trespassing.
Any comments, questions, or concerns? Or critiques?
There's no refrigeration, so how much salmonella do we all get from this Italian food?
There's technically refrigeration in the same way that it used to be of like having the ice, like the icebox and whatnot downstairs.
And
You
magic.
keep it in the
And
yes.
magic.
Yeah. Hey, you're not gonna get sick from Max. He's a professional.
I also have a constitution of 17, so I'm probably not going to get sick from anything else either.
I can't get sick.
Oh yeah,
That's
you're
fair.
immune from spite, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah.
You're too spiteful to get ill. Lilia can't get sick after level like 10 or something.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
something like that.
Yeah, you eventually just become immune to poison and disease. That's why Brat had to actively let himself get drunk later in the campaign.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, monks get my favorite dumb shit all the time. They're like, you just don't fall anymore, and like, you can just
Welcome.
stop.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Well,
Yay!
welcome
We
back
did
to
it.
Banshee did not like that.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, thanks for coming to the stream, and we'll be back. Not next Saturday, but the Saturday after that, which is the 28th. I have a calendar.
Yep.
All right. Have a good
Wonderful.
night.